Once upon a time, in the vast kingdom where animals lived like humans, the tortoise was the king of the animals. Though small and slow, he ruled with wisdom and patience. Under his reign, his kingdom was peaceful until war broke out between the animals and the serpents. The tortoise sent messengers to every corner of his kingdom. All animals were summoned to the palace to prepare for the battle. When the animals arrived at the palace courtyard, King Tortoise ordered that before the animals left for the battle, a special meal should be prepared for them, believing that warriors fight best when they eat in unity. The animals were seated in groups according to their families and nature. First sat the mighty hunters, the lions and tigers. Then came the gentle runners, the giraffes, zebras and antelopes. Then the heavers, the elephant and warthog. Buzzing and humming together were the bees, wasps and hornets. Apart from these groups sat one small creature alone, the scorpion. As the food was served, the animals began to eat, except the wolf. The tortoise noticed and asked calmly, "Why do you refuse to eat with your family?" The wolf proudly replied, "I want my own bowl. I will not eat with them." "Everyone eats with their family. Why are you different?" "Why is that tiny creature eating alone?" sneers the wolf. The tortoise replied, "He is not somebody one should sit close to because he is dangerous." The wolf arrogantly said, "I will go and eat with him." King Tortoise sighed. "If you choose to do so, do not blame me for the consequences. I will not force you." The other animals watched in shock, some in fear, others in pity. After the meal, the animals started marching to the battlefield, hoping to go and conquer the enemy. When the animals were getting close to the battlefield, the wolf stepped forward again and declared, "We must separate the weak from the strong. We do not know who is weak or strong. Since you claim to know, you shall do it." "Scorpion," he called, "you are weak. Step aside." The lion shook his head. "You are mistaken. Those you call weak are powerful warriors. Let us all go to the battle." He paired the animals cruelly. Bees against elephants, wasps against lion, hornets against tiger. The animals then asked, "Wolf, who will you face?" The wolf laughed confidently, "The scorpion." "If you are truly brave, come and touch my tail." They stared into each other's eyes, one filled with pride, the other with quiet certainty. And in that moment, pride stepped forward and wisdom prepared to strike. Without hesitation, he reached out. Sting! The scorpion struck. The wolf froze. His face twisted. Sweat poured from his body as the pain burned through his veins. He staggered away into the forest. The animals waited and waited. The wolf never returned. The animals continued to the battle without the wolf. Without a word, the scorpion turned toward the battlefield. At the edge of the battlefield, the earth cracked open as though the land itself had been wounded. From the darkness below, the Shadow Serpent Clan rose, ancient, massive, and merciless. The animals stepped back in fear. Claws shook. Even the mighty giants hesitated. But at the front stood one small figure. The scorpion. The scorpion vanished between rocks and dry grass. Again and again, the serpents attacked, their massive bodies crashing down, breaking stones, but finding nothing. The scorpion moved with purpose, not panic. Above, the sky suddenly darkened, not with clouds, but with wings. Bees, wasps, hornets. They descended like living arrows, stinging eyes and nostrils. The serpents roared and thrashed, blinded and enraged. Their size turned against them. And in that moment of chaos, the scorpion struck. He leapt onto the soft underbelly of the lead serpent. Time slowed. His tail curved. His stinger glowed. The scorpion led. Victory was theirs, and the animals learned a lesson. Never underestimate the small. Never judge someone's ability by his or her appearance. Subscribe to African Tales from the Savannah for more videos.